This is another absolute banger. I'm so stoked for this fight. It is the Haitian sensation, Neil Magny, taking on Max Griffin. And both these guys have been looking pretty nice as of recently. I mean, last time we saw Neil Magny, he just walked through Jeff Neal. We were all over that one, and it was good to see because he had lost that main event decisive contest against Michael Chiesa. And before that, he was on that nice three-fight win streak. So Neil Magny won 4 of 5. One of the most well-rounded guys in the division for sure. And actually, with this fight, if he gets this win, he has the most wins in UFC history at the welterweight division. So pretty fascinating to note, the longevity of Neil Magny's career, how many wins he's been able to pick up, and how like when he's not fighting against like the heaviest punchers and like the elite of this division, he simply always goes out there and outclasses guys. But with Max Payne, right, he's won 3 straight, probably the best version of Max Griffin that we've seen to date. I mean, he went through Carlos Condit most recently. The fight before that, he was a huge dog against Song Kenan, and he starched him, got performance of the night, and that was really like the kind of coming out of this like latest iteration, the strongest version of Max Payne Griffin. So it'll be interesting to see if he has enough to take on Magny. The odds makers seemingly don't think that's the case. He's plus 195. Neil Magny, meanwhile, is a minus 240 favorite. So who are you rolling with in this matchup of two guys that are just extremely well-rounded? They don't do one thing spectacularly, but they don't do one thing abysmally as well. So you taking Payne or the Haitian sensation?
Yeah, no, this is gonna be a great fight. Honestly, possibly even fight of the night. I mean, the pressure both these guys put on is insane. The pace, so this should be a banger. And I gotta take Neil. I like the range, I like the reach, I like the cardio. I think he's gonna be an all-around better fighter. I don't really see Max Griffin being a ground and pound. Like Michael Chiesa. If that was the case, maybe I'd be leaning Max, but I think it's gonna be a stand-up fight, and I think Neil has it all up and down on the stats where he should win this on paper. So I'm taking Neil. But wouldn't surprise me. Max Griffin, he's been looking great. Last 3 fights, he could get the KO, but my gut's telling me Neil, so rolling with him.
Feel that for sure, and yeah, Max Payne's a tough dude, right? And he has been looking pretty good as of recently. But you touched on the word pressure. I think that that's going to be the key to this fight, and it doesn't take like a brain surgeon to note that because Neil Magny, he's going to pressure you always, and whenever he wants to, he's usually able to get this thing to the mat, and he's got some just very strong control down there, right? He's pretty big for the division. He's 6'3". He's got that 80-inch reach, and he seems to just like frustrate guys whenever he gets them to the ground. That's what I thought was actually most interesting about that Chiesa fight, right? Was how he got controlled and was able just to he couldn't do anything against Michael Chiesa, which is usually what he's doing to his opponents when the fight hits the mat occasionally. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. But I like Magny as well. I like his advantage even on the feet as well because he's pretty slick, right? He's very long, and while Max Payne can crack, Magny's a difficult guy to flatline. I mean, the only guy to be able to flatline him most recently, at least, was Ponzinibbio, right? And that was in a fourth round main event. So, and Ponzinibbio, obviously packs a massive punch as well. So, fascinating to see how this one turns out, though. Nonetheless, 92% is rolling with Neil Magny. Majority of it is by decision. Any chance Magny gets a sneaky finish in this one? I mean, sometimes he can just, mount you, maybe TKO. Like he's not a huge finisher, but every once in a while you wonder if this will be the one. Does he finish Max Payne maybe?
It would not surprise me at all just because that pace is insane what he puts, and he does have a pack a punch, but I think this is gonna be more of a decision. I think both these guys are tough enough to go the distance, so should be. I'm pretty bullish on the decision, to be honest.
Probably the safe play for sure. Neil Magny minus 10 favorite in this one. I think there's some decent value in that. Maybe a parlay P for sure because we're both feeling pretty good about Neil Magny in this one. So let us know in the comments if we are sleeping on Max Payne and you're rolling with the Meaty Griffin or you're rolling with the Haitian sensation, the Meat Boys, and Neil Magny. Let us know.